For generations of viewers, Little House on the Prairie wasn't just a television series, it was a second home. Week after week, millions laughed, cried, and grew up with the families of Walnut Grove. But behind the unforgettable memories were real lives filled with triumph, heartbreak, and devastating loss. More than 4 decades later, some beloved stars are still with us, while others have sadly passed away. Today, we're revisiting 15 unforgettable cast members to discover where they are now and honor the remarkable legacies they left behind. Charles Pa Ingalls, Michael Landon. To millions of viewers, Charles Pa Ingalls wasn't just a television father. He represented honesty, courage, and unconditional love. Portrayed by Michael Landon, Pa became the heart of Little House on the Prairie, teaching audiences that true wealth comes from family rather than material possessions. Born on October 31, 1936, in Queens, New York, Landon was 37 years old when the series premiered in 1974. His natural charisma, heartfelt performances, and unforgettable smile quickly made him one of America's most beloved television stars. But behind the camera, Landon carried enormous responsibility. Not only was he the lead actor, but he also directed, wrote, and produced many episodes, shaping the series into the timeless classic it remains today. Friends and co-stars admired his incredible work ethic and his ability to create an atmosphere that felt like a real family. Sadly, tragedy struck in 1991 when Michael Landon was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. The disease progressed rapidly, and on July 1, 1991, he passed away at just 54 years old. His death shocked millions around the world, but his legacy continues to live on. Even today, countless fans still see him as television's greatest father, proving that Charles Ingalls will never truly be forgotten. Caroline Ma Ingalls, Karen Grassel. Standing beside Charles through every hardship was Caroline Ma Ingalls, the loving mother whose strength quietly held the family together. Karen Grassel brought warmth, wisdom, and dignity to the role, creating one of television's most respected mothers. Born on February 25, 1942, in Berkeley, California, she was 32 years old when filming began. Throughout the series, Caroline demonstrated resilience during poverty, illness, and heartbreak. Whether comforting her children or supporting Charles through difficult decisions, she reminded viewers that true strength often comes through kindness rather than force. Her gentle presence became one of the emotional foundations of the show. Away from the cameras, Grassel continued acting on stage and television while also supporting charitable causes and educational programs. She later shared some of the professional challenges she experienced during and after the series, earning admiration for her honesty and perseverance. Now in her 80s, Karen Grassel remains one of the surviving stars of Little House on the Prairie. She continues to celebrate the show's legacy and appreciates the lasting love shown by generations of devoted fans around the world. Laura Ingalls, Melissa Gilbert. Few television characters have grown up before audiences quite like Laura Ingalls. Played by Melissa Gilbert, Laura's adventurous spirit, determination, and compassion made her the emotional soul of Little House on the Prairie. Born on May 8, 1964, in Los Angeles, California, Gilbert was only 9 years old when she won the role that would change her life forever. Viewers watched Laura mature from a mischievous little girl into a confident young woman, facing heartbreak, triumph, love, and responsibility along the way. Her journey mirrored the challenges of growing up, allowing millions of fans to feel as though they were growing alongside her. After the series ended, Melissa built a successful career in television, films, and theater, while also becoming an author and public advocate. She later served as president of the Screen Actors Guild, further proving her influence within the entertainment industry. Today, Melissa Gilbert remains one of the most recognizable faces from classic television. Decades later, fans still see her as the brave little girl who reminded everyone that determination and kindness could overcome almost any obstacle. Mary Ingalls, Melissa Sue Anderson. Gentle, intelligent, and deeply compassionate, Mary Ingalls became one of the series' most inspiring characters. Melissa Sue Anderson portrayed Mary's emotional journey with remarkable maturity, earning widespread praise for her unforgettable performances. Born on September 26, 1962, in Berkeley, California, Anderson was just 12 years old when she joined the cast. Perhaps the most heartbreaking storyline came when Mary lost her eyesight. Melissa's powerful acting during those episodes moved millions of viewers and remains one of the most emotional moments in television history. Her performance showed extraordinary strength, resilience, and hope despite unimaginable hardship. Following the series, Anderson continued acting before choosing a quieter life with her family. She later became a published author, reflecting on her experiences growing up in Hollywood and on one of television's most beloved family dramas. Today, Melissa Sue Anderson lives a private life but remains deeply respected for the grace and emotional depth she brought to Mary Ingalls, a character whose courage continues to inspire audiences worldwide. Carrie Ingalls, Lindsay and Sydney Greenbush. The youngest member of the Ingalls family during the early seasons was Carrie Ingalls, portrayed by identical twins Lindsay and Sydney Greenbush. Born on May 25, 1970, the sisters shared the role from a very young age, allowing television audiences to watch Carrie grow alongside the rest of the family. Although Carrie often had fewer lines than the older children, her innocent smile and playful personality added warmth to the series. She represented the joy and hope that remained, even during life's most difficult moments on the prairie. After Little House on the Prairie, the twins stepped away from Hollywood and pursued separate paths. One focused on ranch life and family, while the other remained involved in occasional public appearances, celebrating the show's enduring popularity. Their decision to leave acting allowed them to enjoy a quieter life away from the pressures of fame. Today, Lindsay and Sydney Greenbush are remembered with great affection by longtime fans, proving that even the smallest member of the Ingalls family left a lasting impression on television history. Nels Oleson, Richard Bull. Every great story needs a character who brings warmth and quiet humor, and for Little House on the Prairie, that was Nels Oleson. Played by Richard Bull, Nels was the gentle and patient owner of Walnut Grove's Mercantile. Born on June 26, 1924, in Zion, Illinois, Bull was 50 years old when the series first aired. Although he was often overshadowed by his outspoken wife Harriet, Nels became one of the show's most lovable characters because of his honesty, kindness, and remarkable patience. Whether he was standing up for what was right or trying to keep peace within his own family, Nels reminded viewers that true strength doesn't always come from raising your voice. His quiet wisdom often balanced Harriet's dramatic personality, creating some of the series' funniest and most heartfelt moments. After Little House on the Prairie, Richard Bull continued acting in television and films while enjoying a quieter life away from Hollywood. Sadly, he passed away on February 3, 2014, at the age of 89. Though he is gone, fans continue to remember Nels Oleson as one of Walnut Grove's kindest souls and one of television's most unforgettable fathers. No, Harriet Oleson, Catherine McGregor. No character could stir up trouble quite like Harriet Oleson. Brought brilliantly to life by Catherine McGregor, Harriet was outspoken, proud, and often impossible to ignore. Born on January 12, 1925, in California, McGregor was 49 years old when she first stepped into Harriet's elegant dresses. While Harriet often appeared selfish and dramatic, Catherine's remarkable performance gave the character surprising depth, making audiences laugh, groan, and occasionally sympathize with her. Despite playing one of television's greatest villains, McGregor was known off-screen as a kind, intelligent, and deeply spiritual woman. Her fellow cast members often spoke about her generosity and sense of humor behind the cameras, qualities that were completely different from Harriet's fiery personality. After the series ended, she retired from acting and devoted much of her life to teaching, meditation, and personal growth. Catherine McGregor passed away peacefully on November 13, 2018, at the age of 93. Today, Harriet Oleson remains one of television's most iconic characters, proving that unforgettable performances often come from the most unexpected roles. Nellie Oleson, Allison Arngrim. If there was one character viewers loved to dislike, it was undoubtedly Nellie Oleson. Played by Allison Arngrim, Nellie became one of television's most famous bullies with her sharp tongue, spoiled attitude, and endless schemes. Born on January 18, 1962, in New York City, Allison was just 12 years old when the series began. Despite portraying such a difficult character, her incredible acting earned admiration from both audiences and critics. Behind the scenes, Allison was the complete opposite of Nellie. She formed close friendships with many of her fellow cast members, especially Melissa Gilbert, despite their characters constantly arguing on screen. In later years, Allison courageously shared her own difficult childhood experiences and became a passionate advocate for protecting children from abuse, inspiring many with her honesty and strength. Today, at more than 60 years old, Allison continues acting, writing, and meeting fans around the world. Her unforgettable portrayal of Nellie Oleson remains one of the greatest television villains of all time. Willie Oleson, Jonathan Gilbert. Growing up under Harriet Oleson's strict and often overprotective guidance was Willie Oleson, played by Jonathan Gilbert. Born on April 28, 1967, Jonathan was only 7 years old when he joined Little House on the Prairie. In the early seasons, Willie often followed his sister Nellie into trouble, creating many humorous moments that viewers still remember today. As the series progressed, however, Willie gradually matured into a more responsible and caring young man. His transformation showed that people can grow and change despite difficult influences, making him one of the show's quietly satisfying character journeys. Unlike many child actors, Jonathan Gilbert chose to leave Hollywood completely after the series ended. He later built a successful career in finance, preferring a private life away from cameras and celebrity. Today, he rarely makes public appearances, making him one of the most private members of the Little House on the Prairie cast. Even so, fans continue to remember the mischievous boy who eventually found his own path. Mr. Isaiah Edwards, Victor French. Few characters embodied loyalty and friendship quite like Isaiah Edwards. Played by Victor French, Edwards was a rugged outdoorsman with a kind heart and unwavering devotion to the Ingalls family. Born on December 4, 1934, in California, French was already an experienced actor before joining the series. His chemistry with Michael Landon created some of Little House on the Prairie's most emotional and memorable moments. Although Isaiah sometimes struggled with grief, loneliness, and personal hardships, he always found the strength to help those around him. His character reminded viewers that courage is not the absence of pain, but the determination to keep moving forward despite it. Off-screen, Victor French and Michael Landon shared a close friendship that lasted for many years. After leaving the series, French continued acting and later reunited with Landon on Highway to Heaven. Sadly, Victor French passed away from lung cancer on June 15, 1989, at just 54 years old. His untimely death deeply saddened fans, but his unforgettable portrayal of Isaiah Edwards continues to be one of the show's greatest legacies. Dr. Hiram Baker, Kevin Hagen. Whenever sickness or tragedy struck Walnut Grove, one man was always ready to help, Dr. Hiram Baker. Portrayed by Kevin Hagen, Dr. Baker became far more than the town's physician. He was a trusted friend, a voice of reason, and a comforting presence during life's most difficult moments. Born on March 3, 1928, in Chicago, Illinois, Hagen was 46 years old when he joined Little House on the Prairie. His calm demeanor and compassionate nature made audiences feel that no matter how serious the situation, hope was never lost. Throughout the series, Dr. Baker treated everything from everyday illnesses to life-threatening emergencies, often putting the needs of others before his own. His dedication reflected the sacrifices made by rural doctors who served entire communities with limited resources. Beyond Little House, Kevin Hagen appeared in many television westerns and dramas, earning respect for his versatility and professionalism. Sadly, he passed away on July 9, 2005, at the age of 77, after battling esophageal cancer. His portrayal of Dr. Baker remains one of the most respected and heartfelt performances in the series. Reverend Robert Alden, Dabbs Greer. Every close-knit community needs someone who offers hope during difficult times, and Reverend Robert Alden became that comforting figure for Walnut Grove. Played by veteran actor Dabbs Greer, the Reverend guided the town with wisdom, patience, and unwavering faith. Born on April 2, 1917, in Missouri, Greer had already built an impressive acting career before joining the cast. Unlike many television ministers, Reverend Alden wasn't portrayed as perfect. He listened, encouraged, and gently reminded people that compassion was often more important than judgment. Whether leading Sunday services, comforting grieving families, or helping neighbors settle disagreements, he became one of the town's moral foundations. Off-screen, Dabbs Greer enjoyed a remarkable career spanning more than 5 decades, appearing in hundreds of television shows and films. Younger audiences also remember him for his touching role in The Green Mile. He passed away on April 28, 2007, at the age of 90. Today, his quiet dignity and heartfelt performances continue to inspire viewers who remember Reverend Alden's kindness and wisdom. Miss Eva Beadle, Charlotte Stewart. One of the first teachers to shape the lives of Walnut Grove's children was Miss Eva Beadle, portrayed by Charlotte Stewart. Born on February 27, 1941, in California, Stewart was 33 years old when she first appeared on the series. Miss Beadle's classroom became a place where children learned not only reading and arithmetic, but also respect, kindness, and perseverance. Her gentle approach to teaching made her one of the most admired adults in the community. She believed every child deserved encouragement, even those who struggled or came from difficult backgrounds. Through her patience and compassion, she became a positive role model for countless young viewers watching at home. After leaving Little House on the Prairie, Charlotte Stewart continued acting in television and film while remaining active at fan conventions celebrating the series. Now in her 80s, she is one of the surviving cast members who continues to share memories of Walnut Grove with audiences around the world. Her portrayal of Miss Beadle remains a beautiful reminder of the lasting impact a caring teacher can have on a child's life. Albert Quinn Ingalls, Matthew Labiorteau. Albert Quinn Ingalls brought a new chapter to the Ingalls family when Charles and Caroline welcomed him into their home. The role was played by Matthew Labiorteau, who was born on December 8, 1966, in Los Angeles, California. Joining the series as a teenager, Matthew quickly impressed viewers with his emotional performances and natural chemistry with the rest of the cast. Albert's story was one of the most dramatic in the entire series. After a difficult childhood as an orphan, he finally found love and stability with the Ingalls family. Yet, his journey was far from easy. He faced heartbreak, illness, addiction, and painful personal struggles that challenged both him and the family who loved him. These powerful storylines showcased Matthew's remarkable acting ability at a young age. Away from the cameras, Matthew overcame significant health challenges from childhood and later built a successful career as an actor and voice performer. Today, he remains one of the most respected members of the Little House family, remembered for bringing compassion, courage, and emotional depth to Albert Ingalls. Almanzo Wilder, Dean Butler. The final chapter of Laura Ingalls' journey introduced one of the series' most beloved characters, Almanzo Wilder. Portrayed by Dean Butler, Almanzo was the hard-working young farmer who eventually won Laura's heart and became her husband. Born on May 20, 1956, in Prince George, British Columbia, Butler was 23 years old when he joined the cast. Almanzo's calm confidence, honesty, and unwavering devotion made him an instant favorite among viewers. His relationship with Laura became one of the show's most cherished love stories, showing that lasting relationships are built on trust, patience, and mutual respect, rather than grand gestures. Fans eagerly followed their courtship, marriage, and the challenges they faced together as they built a life in Walnut Grove. After the series concluded, Dean Butler continued acting before expanding into producing, writing, and sports broadcasting. Today, he remains closely connected to the Little House on the Prairie community, frequently attending reunions and meeting longtime fans. More than 40 years later, viewers still remember Almanzo Wilder as the kind-hearted young man whose love story with Laura became one of television's most unforgettable romances. Time may continue to move forward, but the memories of Little House on the Prairie remain as powerful today as they were more than 4 decades ago. Through laughter, heartbreak, sacrifice, and hope, these remarkable actors created a television family that continues to inspire generations around the world. While some of these beloved stars are still with us, others have sadly passed away, leaving behind unforgettable performances and legacies that will never fade. Their stories remind us that, although life is temporary, the impact we leave on others can last forever. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the lives of the Little House on the Prairie cast. Which cast member was your favorite, and whose story touched your heart the most? Share your memories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this tribute, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more stories celebrating the legends of classic television. Until next time, thank you for watching, and may the spirit of Walnut Grove always live on in our hearts.